Thank you for tuning in to this video. Please like and subscribe and keep an eye out on our channel for new content coming to you as often as we can. Today we'll be going over my level 3 loadout for my rifle. We have done a previous video for my level 3 loadout for my shotgun. This one is much more in depth. I have a lot more on this vest, a lot more gear that I carry with me. This is my main loadout for missions and working out in the field, so let's dive right into it. This is my vest right here. I chose Coyote Tan as the color because it can work in pretty much any situation. Black would be my next go-to, but I don't know, I just like the tan color myself. Obviously on the front, my two patches on the admin pouch are the American flag and then my militia patch, proudly showing my colors. So this right here, of course, is an admin patch. It has Velcro on the front instead of the Molly. Inside of it, I keep a pen, a couple pens. I keep some note cards, just 3x5 cards, and then I keep a few different colored pens, more like Sharpies, honestly. And then behind that is another actual pocket inside this pouch, and that's empty because that's where I'm going to put maps when I'm out in the field. Instead of always keeping maps in here, I wait until we're actually headed out into the field till I know the mission, and then I use specific maps. I always will put in a map of the state that we're operating in, as well as the specific region. And I talked about that a little bit more in my previous video. Right next to that is my flashlight pouch. My flashlight right up front on my right hand side, which is my dominant hand. But it's also very easily accessible for my left hand. In the instance that I would need to use it along with a weapon, it's going to go on my left hand. Then right up here, you can see the paracord sticking out here. This is actually a small knife. It's a throwing knife, but I don't really use it for that. It's more of like a utility knife is the way that I would use that. And that goes right up under here. This, of course, is the tube or the straw for my Camelback that I have on the back of this vest. And it is actually, it has 6 clips here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it just has 6 clips that are holding it in place. And that makes it easy for me to just pop the Camelback right off if I want to run completely slick on the back. You'll notice the rest of the back of the vest is completely empty. The only thing on here, my Camelback. Reason for that is you're sitting in a vehicle or even just a regular chair, you're sitting down a lot, you don't want a whole lot of stuff on your back. It becomes very, very uncomfortable very fast if you have a big pouch on your back. Coming back around to the front, working our way down. This pouch right here, of course, is for my AR mags. It's just a triple pouch. Each one holds 2, so that's 6 AR mags that I can carry. I don't have them in here. The reason for that is right now, the way I store this is hanging this vest up in my closet, and it is very heavy. And I have found that after breaking multiple hangers, I have found that I need to take the mags out of the pouch in order to not break hangers. So that's the only reason they're not in here. They're actually stacked in the closet itself in an ammo can. Very easy to just pull them out, slip them in, and throw the vest on and go. But that's why they're not in here. On the left side, I have, of course, a cat tourniquet staged correctly so it's ready to go. And same pouch behind that is some medical shears. Very useful. Both of those items are very useful. And I think I've said this in almost every video I've done so far, but if you know how to use one of these cat tourniquets, get some. If you don't know how to use them, still get some. They're very easy to learn how to use. Most of them come with instructions. That's how I learned. I bought one, read the instructions, and within a couple minutes I was good to go. But those are very important to have around. Next to that is another larger admin pouch And inside of it, I keep some glow sticks. Those are very useful if you don't want a bright flashlight, but you need a little bit of light. Just break one of those open and use it to read your map. Use it to mark or to clear rooms. All kinds of stuff. I also have this knife. It's a pocket knife, buck knife actually. Has a clip on one end, and then it actually opens kind of weird. It opens like that. I really like this knife, but that's just more of a utility knife again. I have a lighter. Always important to have fire. And then I have actually a charger for my flashlight. The flashlight that I keep in here can be charged by USB or it takes batteries. So I have this in here to charge it whenever I'm in a car or around the wall outlet. I will charge my flashlight, make sure it's full. I have some spare bootlaces, and then I have a small screwdriver about the size, a little bit thicker, but about the same size as a pen, like an ink pen, and it has multiple different tips that I can use, different Phillips and flathead screwdriver tips. This side I have one pistol mag, which is for my 40 cal Glock 22. It's my service weapon right now. Then this is my first aid kit. As you can see, it's very clearly marked with a first aid kit, and next to it there's a pouch, or a patch that has my blood type, A positive, also important to have. And this is exactly like my first aid kit. On the inside it's identical to the one that I keep in my everyday carry bag. If you have seen my video on that, then you'll know what this is. If not, go check it out. I have a video that I actually take apart my first aid kit, show you what's in it. So that's what that is. Then on the front, underneath, you can see it, underneath my AR mag pouches, I have this knife. This is more of a fighting knife. Can also be used as a utility knife. It's an S-Tech. Pretty simple fixed blade, but I like it. Haven't had much need for it, but it's there kind of as a just in case type thing. So that's all of my vest. And for the rifle, I have a Palmetto Arms. The rifle is clear, so I want to make that very obvious. I have a very simple red green dot sight on it, and then just a 2-point sling. The sling right now is not set up to go over the top of my vest because lately I've been shooting without the vest on. So that will actually, I think I'm going to get a second sling and keep it on my vest. And I think that's what I would recommend, to be completely honest, is have a sling that's set up to go over your vest, and then one that you use mainly without your vest on. Simply because it takes time, and it's kind of a pain to readjust the sling every time you use it to be the correct size to go over the vest or to not have the vest on. But that's just me. Once again, I hope that you got some good information out of this video. This is not the perfect setup for everyone. This is what works for me. This is what I use. You have to figure out what works for you, get comfortable with it, and make it your own. I wouldn't recommend that everybody use this exact setup necessarily, but it works for me. So figure out what works for you. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a plate carrier. The plates that I have in it right now are AR 500 plates. Once again, they work for me. They might not work for everyone. When I bought this vest, it actually had the plates with it. I didn't buy it new, I bought it used. But the plates were only a couple months old, so I got it a good deal, and I went ahead and got it with those plates. I would prefer better plates, but once again, they work for now. With this type of stuff, especially in the militia, we don't expect you to go out and buy all the best, nicest, most expensive equipment right off the bat. Something you have to work up to. So, in closing, this is what I prefer. I have modified this many times, and this is what I ended up with. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will try to answer all of them to the best of my abilities. I'm not an expert on this, but this is hopefully something that can give you some good ideas to work with, modify to make it your own. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and keep an eye out for our next video.